really.
What's up, folks? What y'all doing?
Man,
We in this bitch.
that's a nice way of saying shake your ass up and keep your ass awake, nigga.
No, what you fail to realize is, Max, is when I hit the
Yeah.
live shit, there's a delay. So I hit the live shit, then you started complaining, and then that shit went live.
Nigga, I wasn't complaining, nigga.
You was complaining about being tired? Yes, you was.
I'm tired of being sick and tired.
I'm sick and tired of these damn liberals, man. These
When
motherfuckers.
I see a black man with a white woman, something inside me says he's weak.
Let me tell you
But
something,
when
man. Black people.
when I seen a black woman with a white man, she must have been tired. Stupid bitch.
Man, let me tell you something, man. These black people out here, though. These niggas out here. I'm telling you, man. I put a damn political cartoon, right? And the political cartoon, I'll show you exactly which one I put up. Hold on. This shit is on my actually it's on my. I wonder if my phone is still connected to my computer. Usually when my phone is connected to my computer, I can bring up. Well, I ain't got to do it like that. Let me go to my Facebook page. Let me show you what I put up. And this chick actually said, "Why would you post something that's not true?" It's a political fucking cartoon. Do you understand what political cartoons are? It's satire. But even though it is satire, it actually has some truth to it. It's just the way that they do it. This dumb bitch. I swear for God, man, these folk dumb as shit, dude. For her to say, she said, okay, so basically the cartoon, let me see if I can get this shit bigger. This shit is small as hell. Hold on. I got it pulled up. I just got to get it. There it is. All right. So here is the political part cartoon that I put up, man. Let me bring it up for y'all to see. This is okay. So this political cartoon right here basically is Obama. Remember when Obama pretty much chastised every black man in America?
Mm-hmm.
And we all knew that even though he said he was talking like, well, don't not vote because it's a woman and da 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 da. So basically, it seemed like he was just basically aiming it towards black men or men, period. Well, he was aiming it towards black men.
Hold on 1 second, Sean. That's a false fallacy. See, what I was telling to the black man was, what you could do is, what's the problem? Why are you scared to vote for a sister like me, Obama?
All right, so
I'm black too, right?
So
I'm
President
sorry, I'm just
Obama.
trying to do my
The reason why I posted it, President Obama, is because even though you didn't say black men and you weren't saying in your speech two black men in a fucking Democratic headquarters that had posters all on the wall that said black vote, you was talking to him about voting for a woman not to be male chauvinistic.
No, hold on now. Hold on, I was trying to tell you, you ignorant niggas, something.
So basically, right. He never said anything about black men, this or black. He never made it racial, but he was at a black headquarters of the Democratic Party, or one of them damn offices.
Don't be a sellout, Sean.
And there was black posters all on the wall that said "Black vote this" and "Black vote that." So if you look at the political cartoon I got up, I know, but if you look at the political cartoon I got up, right? It says we must support black women, and so he was saying that about Kamala, who is not black, by the way. So the next part
of Kamala's black, I'm fucking skinny, nigga.
Exactly, but here's the thing: he used it. It was racially motivated because he was at a black Democratic office. But he was talking to black men and trying to tell them, I hope you're not voting for her because it's a woman and you don't want to be led by a woman. So, of course, the liberals, they want to say, or the response to when you read the responses to this political cartoon, you're like, what are these people talking about? So it says in the cartoon, we must support black women. It has a picture of him and Kamala. And then the next picture has him supporting Spanberger, Abigail Spanberger, a white lady who is a Democrat. But once again, he didn't have to back her at all. He didn't have to show up and say anything about Abigail Spanberger. Because Trump, even though he didn't mention Winsome Earl Sears, who is the woman that's running against her, he did say that she is a good candidate. He said she. He didn't mention Abigail Spanberger's name neither. But you know, people on the left gonna say he don't even know her name. Bitch, please. Yes, he do. So it said, so basically Obama is telling Winsome Earl Sears, who's standing next to him in the picture with Abigail, to beat it, right? So some dumb bitch gonna come on my damn post, right? She put but here's some of the comments on my post. So the first one is some chick named, I went to school with named Jessica. She says, well, maybe he's like me. He supports policies and not race. Isn't that what the Republicans holler about all the time? I don't vote for people because they're black. I learned a long time ago, skin folk ain't my kinfolk. If you support policies that don't align with what helps the greater good, I don't fuck with you. And I don't care if you're black or not. She is not me, and I wouldn't vote for her if I were in Virginia. That doesn't make folks hypocritical. Now, mind you, I'm saying it's hypocritical. I posted hypocrite, and I posted this damn cartoon. The reason why I posted it and said hypocritical, because everybody knows when someone talks, you have to pay attention to context and who they're talking to and who their audience is. His audience at that time was black men. He was saying it's a clear choice who you're supposed to vote for, meaning vote for the black woman, so-called black woman. So that was one of the response. I said he is very hypocritical because of what he said to black men during the election. She said, yeah, okay, but that's not what you posted. Bitch, it is what I posted. Then I said, yes, it is. It's not my fault if you didn't have the same perspective. Shame on me for thinking different than you. Now check this out. That was sarcastic, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
That was very sarcastic what I said, right?
Absolutely.
I said, shame on me for thinking different. Guess what this chick says? She says, don't do that. That gaslighting doesn't work on me, sir.
Apparently,
these motherfuckers are so entrenched in social media jargon that they think everything's gaslight. Sarcasm is not gaslighting.
Like dog, when that chick who is debating me on goddamn TikTok talking about I can't gaslight her, and I was just like, do you actually know the meaning of gaslighting is? Because that is not gaslighting. I was like, I just asked you a question. Like, so, I asked you a question. How the fuck is that gaslighting you? So you're telling me that me asking you a question is manipulating you to do something? I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. You got it. That's the reason why I don't. That's the reason why I don't. Whenever you post something on your Facebook, most of the times I just look at it and I really don't respond because I'm like, half of the niggas on there gonna say some ignorant nigga shit and don't have no receipts to back up their claim. Only thing they're talking about is shit that somebody else said, and the shit that somebody else said to them, they didn't even give you the whole entire fucking truth. So I'm like, how can I take your fucking opinion, like your opinions, like how can I take your opinion serious when you didn't do this basic due diligence of, let me see what this person say, that what he said to me. Let me just see if it's true.
Right. Right. So her point was she started saying some shit talking about you moving the goalpost. No, she said your gaslighting doesn't work on me, sir. I'm highly intelligent, both academically and emotionally. Plus, I've got plenty of common sense. You're moving the goalpost. I take no issue with your perspective. You can think what you want. I don't give a fat baby's ass about that. I fought your poorly communicated message, not your perspective. You posted a picture with Kamala Harris stating that Obama says we should support black women. Then on the other side, you had him with a white woman and a black woman who I wouldn't vote dog catcher. Then you start talking about Father's Day message that he gave to black men years ago that doesn't have a years ago last year. You mean, bitch?
You want to hear how? You want to hear? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
It says black men years ago that doesn't have a thing to do with what you just posted. Yes, it does, because he lambasted and was condescending and fucking chastised black men. That's what it's about. It was racially motivated. And I said, and then she said something about black men years ago that doesn't have a thing to do with what you just posted. And it didn't state that until you got a response. Next time, make your message more clear. Supporting black women doesn't mean you have to agree and da 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 da. She said you shouldn't, whatever. I said gaslighting. Not all sarcasm is gaslighting. That's funny. As far as that Father's Day message, it has plenty to do with if you have a former president chastising men to vote for a woman because she's a woman of color and then chooses to support Abigail. He didn't have to stomp for her at all. Dang, all that. Then because she wrote a 3-4 paragraphs, I said, dang, all that for a bit of sarcasm. You funny, Jessica. Try Woo-san. And on my page at that, could have ignored it. Can't get that time back. Then she said, baby, do you think you have the power to make me have to Woo-san? You clearly don't know me at all. Thought you did, and that's disappointing. Again, if the Father's Day message had something to do with your point, cool. Perhaps you should. And she goes through all this. She wrote another 4 or 5 paragraphs. Then I said, I didn't.
Hold on one sec. My bad. Don't mean to cut you off.
She said something about if you want to, you can unfriend me or block me and all that. So I said, I didn't say I had the power to make you woosah. I'm simply addressing that you wrote a paragraph for a little sarcasm and mislabeling it gaslighting. I said, oh, and I don't have a problem with you engaging. I'm not sensitive like that. As far as then I said, as far as blocking you, no, I don't do that unless I'm disrespected. Text away. Don't mind me. She said, how long do you think it took me to write that? Less than a minute, sir. This is light work. I said, that's because you're a chatty catty. She said, oh, I can be quiet as a church mouse. There are many facets to my personality. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Man, hold on one second. All right. So you were talking about basically how Obama, talked down towards black men, right? About right. So
not supporting Kamala.
How can she honestly get offended about a black man's point of view of what Obama did towards black men?
Don't ask me, dude. That's a liberal mind. That's a liberal mind, bro.
That's when that's when I say critical thinking. Whenever somebody ever mentions their degree, I'm like, okay, their critical thinking skills is shit.
It's shit.
Because I literally asked the woman, I'm like, from your basic knowledge, I asked her, what percent? I was like, since you have sons, what percentage of women do you think they're raising their daughters to be a good, suitable woman to your son? And she was just like, I don't know. I was like, ma'am, I want you to put a number on it. I want you to make, what is your hypothesis on what I just said? She's like, I don't know, ma'am. It is just a educated guess, ma'am. You the one that said you are an educated woman. So can I get your educated guess? She said 40%. And so I was like, ma'am, so if 40%, if I tell you 40% of your wealth is going to disappear if you invest your money into this stock, would you invest your money into it? She was just like, no. And I was just like, so that'd be the advice you want to give to your son. Like, like basically, you kind of get what I'm saying. So it's just the critical thinking with these people is that they believe what other people who has a degree. Honestly, I question a lot of these motherfuckers' degrees. Either they're basically bought fucking people, or they really think like, now some of these people, I really do believe they got high off of their own supply.
I don't know, bro. It's crazy.
I believe a lot of them really, like the whole Trump derangement shit. I really believe when they first did this shit, they did it just to get power, just to make fucking money. Then eventually they start snorting that shit and getting high off of that shit. And it was just like, yo, this shit good, bro. We making a lot of money too. And I can say fuck this nigga at the same time.
But check this out. The shit gets stupider. Because another chick, a chick I used to date back in the day, she is social, I think she's a social worker or something. Her ass ain't 53, never got a man, never got a kid. She's hit the wall a long time ago. She used to be a cheerleader. She used to be a cheerleader for the Charlotte, the Carolina Panthers. So she put, when she saw this, you see the political cartoon, right?
Yeah.
All right, so in the bubble that's above his head in the second picture, it says "beat it." She actually had the nerve with her low IQ self. She said, "Post a video where he said beat it." I'm just saying, huh? It's a political cartoon.
Okay,
he never said beat it to win some Earl Sears. The point of the political cartoon is it's showing the satire and the hypocrisy that he supports a colored woman, a woman of color, and then he's supporting Abigail when he didn't even have to stomp for her. He could have just stayed out of it. So I put, are you for real? It's a political cartoon. He never said that. Then she says, oh, okay. I guess I can say the same thing for you. She said, I guess I can say the same thing. Are you for real? Why would you post it if it's not real? It's a political cartoon. Then I put, shake my head. It's addressing a real issue, but you have a nice day. And then you have these hating ass niggas that come on here and want to like and love a comment instead of them saying anything. So a couple of dudes that I've had, back and forth with on here, I had to say the same fucking thing. They gonna come on here and goddamn like her shit. I don't give a fuck if you like her comment.
So
I'm not on this motherfucker trying to get no goddamn engagement or certain people to like my shit.
So and this is like I said, the reason why I was telling you at first, I was like, don't block them. Just what you do from now on, you don't take them fucking serious. Because you already know what it is. And so that's the reason why I was just like, no, don't get mad at these motherfuckers, just laugh at them, because a lot of these people, my bad. Can you hear the trucks?
I can hear you perfectly. I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, you can't hear my background?
It's very, very light. It's not anything that's
okay. That's funny because I'm literally right next to the interstate.
Okay, no, it's not that bad. You must be using your new headphones.
Yeah, man. These my shameless plug, Turtle Beach, man. These Turtle Beach headphones. Yeah.
Turtle Beach.
Yeah, because I was going to give Dragon my backup ones.
Oh, okay.
I was going to give him my other ones, but they fucking broke. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh well, Dragon. Looks like I had to wait. But these people, bro,
they stupid as shit.
I ain't gonna sit there and say they're stupid as shit. Is that you got to understand what demographic you're talking to, right?
The one that reads less than any other demographic.
No, you're talking about these are people that still believe what's on the TV that they're reporting on the news is true.
Yeah.
They still believe MSNBC. They believe Joy Reid. They believe Don Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, when it comes to if we ever as a society had to do a political literacy test on race, black folks, we will come dead last.
Mm-hmm.
Because majority of black people are fucking dead hard conservatives. No, they are dead hard conservatives, but they just vote Democrat just because it's what Master told them to do.
Grandma did it, granddaddy did it, auntie did it, mama did it. Just like this one dude I commented on some on Facebook. He said something about this chick named Red Pill. Her name is Red Pill. She's a black woman, and her name is Red Pill something. And so she ended up saying some shit about you can't beat our president. Da, 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 da. So he says, you just trying to get liked by him. I said, dude, get off the plantation. Get off the plantation. I said, well, why is it that a black woman can't daggum or a black man can't express their opinion without being called a coon or a sellout or something like that? Her name is Red Pilled Brown Girl.
But don't you forget, boy, we own you. What you think being a black man having your own? Who told you?
Here it is.
Who told you as a black man you can have your own opinion?
Exactly. I know
you
exactly
knew niggas make me sick.
So here's what she said, and what I said in the thing I said. This is exactly what I said. He said she wanted to be liked by he can't even write. She wanted to be like them. Whatever. I said, why can't she have her own opinion without black people thinking she wants to be accepted? Get off the plantation, bro. So then he said, only black going to be in that ballroom is a butler. I said, you're a trip, bro. It's the 21st century, not the 18th. That's what I said to him. So here's what she said.
Ballroom, the new ballroom expansion is going to be right here. Y'all see it? So that yellow right here is where the new ballroom expansion is going to be. And it's going to look like this. Barack Obama builds a basketball court and nobody says
a basketball court the taxpayers paid for.
And also he did renovate the White House, which he did do a good job on it.
And we paid for it.
What is what is with this weird shit that you fuckers are complaining about?
Yeah,
I don't understand this shit.
Every president since what was it? FDR? FDR did a lot of renovations too. Every president since FDR has touched that White House in some shape, form, or fashion. John F. Kennedy put a pool in that bitch. Nixon came and put and Nixon came and damn covered the pool with goddamn cement. So the fuck did.
John Kennedy came in that bitch and cresting that shit with Marilyn Rose pussy juice, nigga.
Yeah, I know. That's probably why he put cement over there.
Anything, and then President Trump wants to build a 650 capacity ballroom and
90,000 square foot, baby.
People got problems. Y'all, I'm telling you, the man can't do nothing. The outrage about this, I can't even understand it, y'all. Like, I seriously can't. They just don't like the man. They just don't like him. Mm-hmm. He's getting ready to build this beautiful ballroom for the American people. He's getting ready to give us his gift. Like, this is truly his gift. This is where President Trump shines. And then he got it to be paid for by donors and friends. Like, that's freaking awesome. We really don't deserve president.
And if anybody saw this yesterday, y'all saw me play the clip. I don't know if you had gone by then, Max. I played a clip where this woman was complaining, saying that she can't use Amazon no more. She can't use her Apple phone.
Yeah.
She got to get a new goddamn job because Microsoft donated to her. She's using Microsoft at her job. She said she can't use Comcast. She got to damn go using the antenna. And well, it was one more. I can't remember what the other one was.
Shit, one of my good friends mad at me because I told him, I was like, yo, man, y'all need to slow down, man. Y'all gonna burn yourselves out, bruh.
Mm-hmm. Like, you got 3 more, you got 3.5 more, you got 3 years and what, 3 months? They gonna burn themselves out on this TDS.
You got 3. I was like, bruh, you realize he's still gonna be president in 3 years, bruh.
You got 3 more years of this.
I was like, I'm looking at y'all. I'm like, nigga, y'all like little kids. Y'all about to tire yourselves out. Y'all gonna tire yourselves out and take a long. Yeah, that's why I said the Democrat Party is done for, bro. It's like you just stick a fork in it. They're done.
Oh, check this out. Somebody said Chuck Schumer. Hold on, let me. This is probably clickbait, but I'm gonna play it. Fuck it. Saying Chuck Schumer runs out of the House floor. Talking I can't take it no more. We gonna see. Like I said, it is probably freaking clickbait though.
Chuck Schumer
commercial. So listen to this.
Democrats are openly admitting that this is their shutdown. You have seen the highlight reel of all of them stumbling into admitting that. And yet they're also incoherently claiming that the shutdown is somehow on the fault of the other party. And the people aren't buying it. And that's why the polling continues to show that the approval of Republicans in Congress is rising with each passing day. And the Democrats, at the same time, Democrats in Congress have the lowest approval rating they have ever had since polling began, since recorded polling began on these metrics.
Y'all got to see this one because Chuck Schumer just flat out losing his mind of basic questions that, again, debunk the whole narrative that he is trying to persuade people to believe. Now, this takes a crazy turn because you're going to see him lose his mind one time and then rage quit on the second one. And then Amy Klobuchar, she's going to come up and she's going to talk about the Epstein files. I mean, this is just getting absurd, ladies and gentlemen. These people come.
Yeah, they won't let. You know what? You know what's crazy about these Epstein files, bro? What? I got a feeling they're gonna release them, but they're waiting for the right moment. They're waiting for. Go ahead.
No, I feel the same way.
They're waiting for the right moment, and I think what they're waiting for is this. One, they're waiting for these jokers to just repeatedly call for this shit, beg for this shit to be released. They're waiting for that. They're waiting for it to get to a fever pitch on that. But they're also waiting to right about time for the midterms. I think they're going to release that bit sometime next summer. Next summer or right before early voting starts next year for the midterms. I think that's when they're going to release it. I hope that's when they're going to release it. Because at that point, it's going to be some Republicans on that list. I'm pretty sure there are some. But it's probably so many damn Democrats on that list. It's ridiculous. Along with a lot of these Hollywood people that the left idolizes. I think Oprah Winfrey's on that fucking list. We already know the Clintons are on that list. Clinton went on a dang trip to Africa on the Epstein's private jet with a girl. With a young chick. That's already been put out there. But yeah, I think they're waiting for the right time, and people keep asking for it. And it's like they don't understand how Trump is playing such chess with him. Like, for instance, the government is shut down, so the troops wasn't gonna get paid, so he made a way for the troops to get paid. So SNAP benefits now run out, and he's been trying to get it pushed through to where SNAP benefits can be supplied. I think one court said that he couldn't. Another court said that they could, and he's doing it legally. He's doing it by the book. And I'm telling you, if he ends up getting these SNAP benefits to go through before the government opens back up, these Democrats ain't got shit to stand on. They won't have shit to stand on.
They heads going to explode. Like, God damn it, Trump!
Because he knows that with the government shut down, no House is not meeting. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, as long as it's constitutionally, as long as it agrees with the Constitution.
Well, he
executive orders do supremacy law or supremacy rules. Excuse me.
It's fucking Democrats gonna lose their shit
They're gonna lose their shit
when Trump goes in there, like, to my American people, the Democrats wanted you to suffer, but I decided to do the executive order to release the fund for your food stamps.
Boy, if he do that right now,
Shit gonna be funny.
If he do that shit right now, boy, ooh.
Claim that Republicans should use these funds to fund SNAP, but that's only going to last less than a month, less than before a month. And then what happens after that? I mean, there is so much confusion. These people are trying to.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Even with funding the troops and all the stuff, the shit they have is only going to last a little bit. The government has to be reopened, but at least he's trying
to persuade people to believe the BS. But I want you guys to take a listen to this and how this takes a wicked turn.
All these damn games, man, they want me to download this shit funny.
Irrespective of the dispute on whether USDA contingency funds can be used for SNAP benefits.
It is not, wait a minute, excuse me. It is not a dispute. It is fact they can use it, and the Republicans say it.
Okay, but there's, only 5 or 6 billion, and it's not cost $8 billion monthly just to administer. I mean, if anything, it would only last.
It does not cost 5 or 6 billion to administer. There's enough money to start feeding people right away. 6 billion's a lot of money, and they're using it for other things. 20 billion for Argentina, hundreds of millions for Kristi Noem's plane.
That is a fucking lie. That is a fucking lie.
Kidding here.
How are you using funds for USDA for goddamn to give to Argentina and Kristi Noem's plane? Really, Chuck?
Yes.
What happens once it runs out? If it only lasts 2-3 weeks, the Democrats fold then?
The bottom line is they can fund it.
They're asking the hard-hitting questions.
Finally, they're asking these guys hard-hitting questions instead of damn softball pitching and shit.
Them softballs.
Because people are waking up. Even the damn legacy media is not damn kowtowing to them no more.
That's why.
Well, it's like this. They're at a point to where they're. You remember how you remember how California, when the text is saying they're gonna redraw the district lines, and California said we're going to do the same thing, and how California said they're going to redraw the lines like Texas are. So
right,
California has gerrymandered California so much that
they can't really do it.
You really can't even do it without breaking your state laws in order to do it. That's what's basically what they have done to the Democratic the Democratic base, is that they have bullshitted their base so much to where they actually feel dumb and stupid, because you had a lot of people who realize, oh my God, the Democrats. So that's the reason why. That's the reason why this election was so bad for the Democrats, because of the fact that you lied so much to your people that you literally just lost a good majority amount of your base just because of your lies.
Breaking news. GM for the Miami Dolphins and Miami Dolphins have mutually split ways. Go ahead, man.
Fuck.
So the Miami Dolphins are the manager. No, you good, man.
No, my oil spilled. It spilled oil all over my fucking truck.
Damn. Coming inside
Yeah.
of it.
No, like this is cooking. This is bacon grease.
You spilled it inside the truck.
Yeah, all over my carpet. I gotta replace the carpet anyway, but it's about to be smelling like bacon in this bitch for the next couple of days.
You better go to stop off by a TNA or something and get you a lot of damn paper towels, dog.
No, I have a lot of paper towels. It's just like
It's gonna
I
smell good.
I did something stupid, and so when you do stupid shit, you deserve the
You
stupid
get stupid
fucking
results.
prizes. Yeah,
Yep.
like I just fucking got because I got oil stuck all down there. Oh fucking wow. Oh wow.
Here's what it is. Back to this.
Because these are the questions that we all pretty much know the answer to, and he knows the answer to this as well, right? Democrats were asking for 1.5 trillion in order to reopen the government and get the 60 votes, because you need 60 votes in the Senate to pass and to basically, pass the clean resolution, which was passed by Speaker Johnson, right? You got all these Republican leaders coming out and saying, yo, these Democrat leaders don't want to work with us. So he's getting hit with the hard questions. By the way, what Amy Klobuchar, what is this, a robot? Like, why does she smile like this? What's going on with her, man?
That's just her face.
So here's the question again.
Genome's plane. Who are we kidding here? Yes.
What happens once it runs out? If it only lasts
I mean, I can fact check that right now. I can tell you right now that shit ain't true what he just said.
2-3
What he
weeks,
say?
cracks fold then.
He said that the money is there because they're funding Kristi Noem's plane and they're funding, what else he said they're funding? Oh, because the money they gave to Argentina came out the same pot. That could fund the USDA to give the SNAP benefits, which is a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie.
Well, don't they realize that Argentina don't even have the fucking money yet?
Well, it was a currency swap regardless.
Yeah, it was a
Fucking
currency swap, and they don't even have that fucking money yet.
Well, like I said, they are speaking on the same level as the citizens that don't read. They think they smart and they aren't. They dumb as fuck. What's up, Dragon?
What?
Doing good. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, Dragon?
Doing good. What are y'all talking about?
We're talking about a little bit of everything. Right now, we on Chuck Schumer supposedly getting pissed off, getting asked real questions this time by the media instead of being asked them softball ass questions.
No more than softballs.
So he getting mad. He getting mad at a press conference
because legacy media is dead right now. So legacy media is on life support. So right now, legacy media is like, this is the time. We cannot ask them no soft ass questions. We got to go hard and we got to hit.
They got to get them ratings back up, bro.
Now, are they still biased? Yeah, extremely fucking biased still. But are they trying to become a little bit neutral, just a smidge? But they're still the asshole still belongs to the Democratic Party. But shit,
here's
CNN
here's what I just looked up on CNN. Thank you for mentioning CNN. It says CNN is undergoing a series of layoffs as part of a strategy to address declining ratings and focus on digital platforms. The network has already implemented a 100-person layoff in July 2024 and is expected to continue with further reductions in the coming months. The layoffs are likely to impact the production side of the network, with on-air talent potentially affected as well. The highest paid stars, including Anderson Cooper, Aaron Burnett, and Caitlin Collins, are among those who may be on the chopping block. However, there are indications that Caitlin Collins may not be among the firings, as she is tasked with leading coverage of the new Trump White House.
Well, damn.
Caitlin Collins sucks ass, bro. I'm
Just said, hold on. MSN put something out. This is 11 months ago, talking about CNN asking top stars amid plummeting ratings. They'll see hundreds fired. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Well, they already did it. They did a one phase of it. They're gonna do another phase of it.
Yeah.
I
bet your Wolf Blitzer gets canned. He's another one that's probably gonna get canned.
The bottom line is they can fund it just as in 2019, just as in other shutdowns for a long period of time.
And they also, if the contingency fund, which is $6 billion, which gets you nearly a month, 3 weeks, runs out, then they can pass Senator Lujan or Senator Hawley's bill, both of which we support. We know that there'll be 60 votes for that. Why aren't they calling it up?
Because of all the other shit.
Houses
Because of the other shit that y'all won't put in there. That's why they not calling it up. Y'all want to put all this other bullshit under shit. Y'all try to. It's almost like they're trying to. All right, folks. This is how a lot of politicians do things when it comes to bills. It's kind of like when you're driving a car over the daggum state line and you got cocaine in the door panels. The shit that they won't put in the bills is the cocaine in the door panels instead of the luggage that's in the trunk. If you get what I'm saying.
Right.
That's how they do it. Both sides, Republican and Democrats, depending on what they want. The cocaine in the door frame is what they trying to get. But the shit that's in the damn trunk, that's in the luggage, that's the main shit in the bill. But they always put the cocaine in the door panels in that shit too. That's how they do it, folks.
Well,
but
that
clean CR is the luggage in the trunk. There ain't no cocaine in the door panels.
The problem is they fell into Donald Trump, the goddamn trap card. Pulled his motherfucking. Basically,
they pulled the trap card.
If you are a regular normie, you ain't extreme. What the Democrats did stand on it. Shout out to the Democrats for standing on this shit. But they literally said, we're closing the government down because we want illegal immigrants to have free healthcare. Motherfucker, you don't even have free healthcare. Like I don't even have free healthcare. Hell, my grandmother don't even have food stamps. They took away her food stamps for $100. And you telling me niggas who ain't even from this bitch could get all this shit that my grandmother couldn't even get?
Mind you, when they had the last Democratic primary, every Democratic candidate, when asked, is there anything in your health care bill for illegal immigrants to get health care, every last one of them raised their hand.
Yeah.
Every last one of them.
And it's like, when these motherfuckers said, well, no, they're not doing that. I'm like, bruh, they literally have said that shit damn near 10 years ago. You think there's no illegals that's getting free healthcare and voting?
Oh, they had. I saw a reel where someone was actually saying it was an illegal immigrant and said they had fucking driver's license, they had IDs. So now see, here's the thing. You notice who complains about having voter ID when they go to vote? Is it the Republicans or the Democrats?
Democrats.
The Republicans.
All right.
Well, about having it,
the Republicans want photo ID when you go vote. The Democrats don't, because some of these illegals don't, but some of these illegals do.
Exactly.
So they don't want you to have a photo ID to go vote because their base is now the illegal immigrants. Black folks' fertility rate is not high enough. We're not replacing our population well enough for the Democrats. So they're trying to replace us with illegal immigrants.
Exactly.
But black folk, niggas is too dumb to realize that shit.
Exactly, and that's the reason why if they don't have the IDs, then they can go ahead and rely on the illegal immigrants. If they do have the IDs, then it destroys them. They cannot.
They can't, except for the legal immigrants that do have IDs now, because some of them do.
Yup. And
think about it. You had that guy from Montenegro. That guy from Montenegro was a cop in Hanover, Illinois.
Sean, illegal immigrants have more voting power than the black community.
They sure do, because they outnumber us. They outnumber us.
No, it's not that. The Democrats literally shut down the United States government, one of the strongest governments that has ever existed.
Never done it
over the
for black
fact that illegal immigrants cannot get free health care and free social services.
folks. Exactly.
That has showed me too. When I say black folks, when I told black folks, please, for the love of God, please, please, please do not vote the way that you're going to vote, how I know you're going to vote. Because I promise you, if that bitch hits 90% of black people voted Democrat, I tell black folks, I promise y'all, they will treat you politically irrelevant like they're doing now.
When was the last time they shut the government down for black folk issue?
If black folks, y'all niggas could have got reparations a long time ago.
They already gave them out.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln did.
Yep. And then this is our second time to get reparations. They just don't want to do it, but that's on them.
So you're telling me the Democrats are literally shut down the government just so niggas who ain't even from here, who didn't even do it the legal way, could get free the social services network that was promised to you by birth. If shit ain't going right for you, you can fall on this shit.
There's another reason why they shut it down too. So, but I'll talk about that one.
48% of illegal immigrants is 48% of SNAP benefits right now. 48% of it is illegal immigrants, not even Americans.
49. From the chart yesterday, it's 49.
49. God damn, that is a motherfucking shame. My bad. I didn't mean to yell on that one.
No, you good. You just passionate about what you're discussing.
That is a motherfucker, nigga. That is a man. They told my grandma to kick rocks for 100.
Is it 49% of SNAP benefits illegals getting?
Yeah.
The government ain't getting shut down for black folks.
And these niggas up here are telling me I'm a coon because I don't vote Democrat. The NCAACP, literally, the first black that could have been the first black female governor in history over a white first black female governor in Virginia.
First black female history of this country could be the governor of Virginia. And the NAACP. Go ahead.
Hell, she's gonna be the first black person to ever be Virginia. The NCAACP picked a white liberal woman over this conservative black woman. That's the reason why I said when the niggas up there from the NCAACP, I told them, I was like, nigga, y'all motherfuckers been irrelevant ever since Rachel Dolezal infiltrated y'all. Fuck the NCAACP. Fuck that group. Anybody got a problem, I will say fuck the NCAACP on your Facebook page, nigga. I'll pull it in the post. Fuck the NCAACP. Assholes.
Because, dude, see, somebody wanted to twist and spin the shit talking about the NAACP is not endorsing Abigail Spanberger. They never endorsed her. And that is partially true. They haven't come out and said we back this person. But what they did do is they invited her to speak at the Virginia State Conference of the NAACP. And last time I checked, if you're going to back somebody, you want them to talk to your people, right?
Or my favorite thing is
her. They never invited Winsome Earl Sears. They never invited her.
My favorite thing is, this is important. This could be an important moment for the history of black women. This could be an important moment for the history of black folks. And y'all motherfuckers back the white woman. The white woman who's telling you, make sure, make sure to kill more of their black babies. Yeah, tell them that. They like that. Fuck the NCAACP. You niggas are more, man.
I'm trying to find this chart. I'm trying to find.
Don't get old, kids. Don't get old.
I'm trying to find this chart. It's on X, but I'm trying to find this shit so I can post it to damn Facebook, man. I'm gonna see if I can find this shit.
Getting older, bro, has really been a real disappointment, bro. A lot of these niggas have let me down, bro. Never thought I would see the day that the NCAACP fucking P picked a white woman over a black candidate. All because she's a conservative.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you like this, dude. It's not the NAACP no more. It should be the NAADP, National Association for the Advancement of the Democratic Party.
And that's when those niggas on Facebook, on TikTok, they talking about us black folks. I'm like, no. Don't say us black folks. Say us Democratic black folks must do this, must do that. Like, no, we in this together until you disagree with me in the argument, then I ain't shit. Now, if I just be like, oh yeah, we should still do we should have a cookout. Yeah. Invite all the people to come along. We should have a cookout, have some chitlins and all that. That's the bullshit that y'all motherfuckers want. I'm over here, I'm like, yo, let's start up a social club or something, social club. You gotta have a profession in order to be a part of this, yada yada yada. We can create a network. How about we create a food distribution situation for all the black communities? See, we can't do shit like that because niggas only care about the fuckery. When it comes to the fuckery, them niggas will come there all the time when it comes to the fuckery. Meg the Stallion twerking for Curry Harris. I mean Kamala Harris. Yeah.
Shit's crazy, dog.
Then Obama, man, fuck you, Obama. You ain't even a black nigga.
You say you ain't even a black.
You ain't even a black, Obama. You just fuck Obama. That's the fuck your name is, nigga. You fucking fake ass nigga. How the fuck you gonna endorse? You was the first black president, right? And here's some diabolical shit. He's the first black president, and she could have been, and if she wins, she's the first black person of Virginia. What a fucking disappointment Obama has really been. And when people,
he's the first black LGBTQ candidate.
And when people get mad at me and they talk all that shit, the reason why I have said fuck Obama for a very, very long time. And when I say Obama, in my opinion, this is my opinion alone, outside of Biden, he was the worst president of my lifetime.
Say that.
He's the reason why that I say fuck being a Democrat, because of the fact that he did nothing that he promised he said he was going to do.
I mean, he promised false.
In my bad, they received 59%. 59%.
So what?
It's 59%, not 49%. Remember, he was giving people hope because that was his whole thing. Remember, yes, we can. Hope. HOPE.
It's a time for change.
Yep, it was false as fucking shit.
Mhm.
Everybody was going crazy because of that. I was like, nah, something seemed a little bit different. You should be happy that we finally have a black president. This. I was like, man, it was a way to quell the masses and shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't seen exactly what the fuck I see because right the fuck on. Because the moment, think about it, we was at a pivotal turning point here in the United States. The moment that they had put Obama in office, niggas got
worse,
and things got worse.
That's when black folks started to get real real racist.
Yeah, niggas got worse. Not only niggas got worse, relationship with white folks and black folks got worse.
We got more divided.
Hell, Obama, the reason why I have so smoke for Obama is because all of this bullshit we experience now started under Obama. He was the first one to use a dead black teenage boy to get reelected. And ever since that shit, they've been doing that shit every single fucking time. Don't let it be a light-skinned motherfucker. The nigga gotta be dark-skinned. Let a dark-skinned black dude get killed by white people. Oh my God. Motherfucking NCAACP, goddamn NCAA, you got NCAACP, DL Hughley, Al Sharpton, fucking the Democratic Party. Oh my God. They're gonna have a goddamn Negro spirit show singing by the time the body gets cold.
Dang, why I can't find this damn chart on it. I'm on the guy's page that actually had the chart, and I'm having problems finding it because I want to.
Video from yesterday that you had put up.
I got the video and I put it on Facebook, but I'm trying to find a cleaner picture of that chart. Of that chart that I had.
About the illegals?
Oh,
hold on, I got you. Hold on, I send it.
Oh, you got that same chart?
Yeah.
Because I'm on the guy's page and I'm following him now, but some of his posts are like in 2024, and I know good and well that's not possible. I'm trying to see whenever but then again, she may have used something that he put up a long time ago. Melanie King, when she put his stuff. Anyway, let me let this play while I'm looking for this shit.
Here to pass it. That's the way it works. The House would have to come here. They probably would have to vote on the Epstein files, but they're choosing to let kids go hungry instead of having to vote on the Epstein files. There's no doubt about it. They have been.
Hold on, what the fuck does the Epstein files have to do with kids going hungry?
She's trying to throw people off as usual. You know, that's the number one thing that they're good for, dude.
What the fuck? That she just said, hold on, did I hear her wrong? She said they're choosing to let kids go hungry instead of voting on the Epstein files.
Yeah, her dumb ass said this shit.
You heard that
$6 billion, which gets you nearly a month, 3 weeks, runs out. Then they can pass Senator Lujan or Senator Hawley's bill, both of which we support. We know that there'll be 60 votes for that. Why aren't they calling it up? They're not calling it up because the House isn't here to pass it. That's the way it works. The House would have to come here. They probably would have to vote on the Epstein files, but they're choosing to let kids go hungry instead of having to vote on the Epstein files. There's no.
So her point is that they don't want an open session because they're going to open a vote to open the Epstein files.
That's dumb as fuck, but
that's dumb as shit.
I mean, we're gonna have to be honest, and I know it's gonna ruffle some feathers, and I don't give a flying rat purple's ass in regards to it. But most Democrats are dumb as fuck, so they're gonna eat that up, and because
they're gonna run with it. Most liberals are dumb as fuck. They're gonna run with it.
It's just the truth. I mean, they openly admitted to themselves that they have a mental disorder. So if you're openly admitting that you have a mental disorder, I mean, it's what it is. So,
Yo, so like I said before, man, the Republicans are going to hit these niggas with the amazing checkmate. I cannot wait for it.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
I cannot wait for it.
I say it's going to happen next summer. a check another they're gonna hit him with a checkmate before the checkmate because they're gonna hit him with a check. That check is gonna be when the economy is booming in fucking January, February. That's gonna be a check. And then the Democrats gonna have to move. Then the Democrats are gonna have to move. They're gonna have to move again and do something else. And then summertime, they're gonna put that checkmate on their ass when they release these Epstein files. Give me what you want.
Was really gonna get them, like you said, when this economy started booming here in January/February, and it's gonna be underneath the Republican Party versus what's been happening underneath the Democratic Party, because people have been doing certain things and other stuff like that. I think that's what's gonna keep the Republicans more in favor of the populists versus what it is for the Democrats, because the Democrats are just really trying to go into a Chinese-based system, and the Republicans, just from my perspective, they're wanting to keep it like it is since the term "Make America Great Again." And even with and I'm gonna just talk briefly on this, I won't say much, but even with the various different stable coins that each state is coming out with, most people forget that before they had that centralized bank, each state actually had their own actual currency of what they were using in each state. And then over time, they came up with one currency, but they were still interchangeable with the stuff of what they had. So, I mean, that's what they was meaning by that. But most people were just thinking on the opposite scale, which is, the most detrimental shit ever. And it's like, okay, well, if you can't see it from this aspect because of how certain times were, and we even had money at the time because there was plenty of us that was free. There's plenty of us that had money because there's plenty of us now.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
But that's all I gotta say about that, bro. You played a bit.
And that nigga just walked away. You better have a good excuse too, nigga. Like, he just walked away. He was just like, hey, I'll be right back. He was like, you can play that.
I mean, his children are there, bro. So that's good enough for me.
Man, it's like I tell my homies, man, hey, I don't care you got kids, nigga. I don't care if you married. Gaming comes first, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
What the fuck? He said gaming.
When it's game night, you tell your kids, stop bothering you. You with the homies tonight. If your wife has a problem with it, tell her you want a divorce.
Damn. Hell no.
Keep gaming and stay toxic.
Keep gaming and stay toxic.
These bitches is pitiful. Let's play.
No doubt about it. They have been out for 6 weeks on vacation.
Just think, if they have all this money for Argentina and all this
Chasing.
Now, mind you, they say he was on 6 weeks on vacation, but what they won't mention is they had a big ass fundraiser in Napa Valley. The Democrats had a big ass fundraiser in Napa Valley. Right after the first week of the shutdown, they had a damn big ass fundraiser in Napa Valley. Look that shit up. Look it up.
Some headlines. Speaking of the Epstein files, Democrats all of a sudden are becoming the most energetic Epstein file and child trafficking hunters of all time. All of a sudden, it's so wild that they literally,
when Biden had that shit whole time he was in office, had all that shit, never even released it. But whenever you say that, they go right back to the same. Well, he said he was going to. They thing is, they said he said he was going to release the Epstein files, regardless if he said it or not. He still didn't. He ain't been in office a whole 4 years yet. He can release that shit when he wants.
really chase headlines and quotes on Twitter, lying to the American people, knowing that it is wildly irresponsible for Trump to go and start using funds. Snap. Trump actually ended up posting something from his lawyers that I thought was very important, because it seems that the Democrats are trying to actually trap Trump into doing something that can get him impeached. Well, take a look at this. This is where things take a huge turn, right? He says, Trump on Truth Social says, our government lawyers do not think that we have the legal authority to pay Snap with certain monies. we have available right now, and now 2 courts have issued conflicting opinions on what can and he cannot do, or the administration.
But he's breaking constitutional law. This man actually sat there and put a post up, because these motherfuckers ain't on True Social, why these Democrats ain't, they wouldn't know he posted this.
I do not want Americans to go hungry.
So it goes from his True Social. It does connect to his Twitter, Instagram, all of that shit. So if they're like they don't know, like nah, they ain't want to know.
So that graph that I was talking about, that shit is from that shit is on Center for Immigration Studies.org.
Oh,
it's
damn.
on yes. It sure is.
Can't say we haven't pulled the receipts out for y'all, big shots.
This is Immigration Services. I'm trying to see where exactly that shit is, man. Because I'm looking at it on Melanie King's, and I saw it where it said cis.org. So I'm on cis.org now, trying to find this damn chart. Trying to find this shit, man. You got to go through a lot to find it. Whoever got that shit, they went through a lot to get that bitch. Because you got to know exactly where to look. Reports, articles, book, fact sheets, litigation map. Blah, 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 blah. I see fact sheets. Yeah, I gotta take my time to look for that shit. I'm gonna find that.
Just because the radical Democrats refuse to do the right thing to reopen the government. Therefore, I have instructed our lawyers to ask the court to clarify on how we can legally fund SNAP as soon as possible. It is already delayed enough due to the Democrats keeping the government closed through the monthly payment date. And even if we get immediate guidance, it will
boom, found that shit. Damn, I'm good. All right. I'm gonna take this off for now so I can show you all this shit. Now I don't know why in the world the color was changed when old boy posted on X. It must be something with X. See this? Welfare used by nativity. U.S. born head households is blue. Green is all immigrant headed households, and the pinkish is non-citizen headed households. So there it is, cis.org. I'm finna get this shit right now and put it on my I'm finna put this shit on my shit right now, man. Sure is. So if anybody want to think I'm fucking lying, I ain't lying.
He's about to piss off the libtards. Sure, how could you? You a sellout.
I'm gonna put this bitch on my Facebook page on that same post where I just asked the black folk. I said, when was the last time the damn shutdown when they shut us down for when was the last time they shut us down? When was the last time? When was the last time? When was the last time they shut us down? Shut the government down for any black issues? When was the last time? You won't fucking find it.
They hadn't, but I just thought of something that I don't think people have thought about, but I had correlated it. You know how it's red versus blue? What if they did a test years beforehand on red versus blue, just in a different area, and now they brought it to a much larger scale? Think about it.
What?
Bloods versus Crips collected that information and then implemented it outwards towards in the political space, and notice that there's a divide between the two. Notice how the blues have been acting towards the red and slightly vice versa, to where they've been taking people out, doing other stuff like that. Hold on, like that's the exact same shit that had correlated from, when it was the Crips and the Bloods. I know originally those were created for something different, but I'm just looking at the information that they had collected from the amount of chaos and other stuff, and then put it over here in this arena psychologically due to the separation. Because as I'm looking at how people are acting, I just keep reflecting on how those same people would act in the streets just without doing certain things. But it's literally fucking parallel to me. But I'm sorry, I just had that thought. But
No, it's crazy. That's the same thought I actually have had that same thought.
Okay, cool. So I'm not alone with that. Bet.
So it's in my opinion, and this is my opinion, it was the fact that Trump was such a glitch in the system that it literally he was literally going to fuck up shit. Then when they came after him so fucking hard, and I'm like, yo, okay, this shit is weird. Then when they took a shot after him, then after looking at all the public information about the security, and it was just everything was just so fucking weird. That's when I was just like, you know what? Donald Trump, he literally put an end to the new liberal world order.
Yeah, the new world order was a liberal agenda.
Yep.
And so now what's happening now is basically it's what does the body wants to live, but you're dying. And they basically, you know how they said when you see somebody who's drowning, it's better to like punch them in their face because they're going to try to bring you under. That's basically what's happening with the Democrat Party right now. They're going under and they're drowning, but they want to live. And so there's a lifeguard right there. And they holding on to that lifeguard for dear life, but not knowing that they're going to sink each other down the same pool. So I think the Republicans
that chart, right? I put it not to interrupt you. I put that chart on my Facebook page. I put, here's a question for black folks that still vote Democratic. When was the last time the government was shut down for one of our issues? Because the government is shut down for illegal immigrants. They receive 59% of SNAP benefits. My bad, 42% of SNAP benefits and food stamps. The 59% is anywhere for. Look it up. Chart from CS.org. So one of my frat brothers come in here and talk about some confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias. What the fuck?
Don't ask me that. I answered him like this. I said, chart is from CIS.org, man. That's statistical facts, not bias. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. But that's what happened when you blind as fuck. When you blind as fuck and you are sheep and you are fucking brainwashed, that's what happens, folks. It takes you a while to get the fuck up. Think about it. When Neo took that damn pill and they pulled his ass out of that goddamn primordial pool of goo and unhooked him, his ass was he damn glitched and was damn near passed out. Passed the fuck out. He wasn't ready for it. These motherfuckers ain't ready to wake up. They woke and went right back to sleep. Woke is past tense, people. That's why I don't understand why people say, oh, I'm woke. No, you ain't woke. Woke is past tense, bitch. You should be awake. You should be
woke replace what we used to be. They used to call like the conscious brother. That's what woke used to be. You gotta be conscious, brother. Like, and what happened is honestly, in all the people who are on that super woke shit, a majority of these bitches I have met in my lifetime all date white men and date white men strictly. I literally had this one chick who's black, used to go to clubs, all that shit together. She literally called me a coon because of the fact that I was trying to start an argument of why maybe the black community should start voting for Donald Trump. She called me a fucking sellout and a coon. And I told her, I don't know when was the last time I ever seen you with a black man. I was like, honestly, I don't know when was the last time I seen you with your real hair. So if I hate myself, I wonder what the fuck you are. But yeah, man, this shit crazy. It's the end of the world as we know
I'm putting a post up here now. I said I put up here first already. It says Winston Sears does not endorse murder. I said it could be the first black woman to become a governor. However, some folk don't want it, and among those people are the NAACP. They never invited her to speak at their Virginia state conference. They invited Abigail Spanberger though.
Well, the funny shit is, and here's what's extremely funny. Most of these people won't even know the person she's running against is a black woman. Because I seen the shit what they did on MSNBC and CNN. Literally, she was never even shown. How they described her and all that shit. You basically think she was going against a white man, not a black woman. And I thought it was the most.
She's a veteran, and she's a fucking veteran.
Yeah,
she's a veteran, dude.
I thought it was the most
patriotic as she is as patriotic. She actually did the same thing that Brian Kemp did. She took a picture of her with a fucking M4 rifle. Mm-hmm. She took a picture with her holding an M4 rifle, dog, as a campaign picture. She gonna get the white. Watch she get some white votes. Watch she get a lot of white votes.
Be delayed while states get the money out. If we are given the appropriate legal direction by the court.
Hold on. Can't the states fund the SNAP? Can't each state decide to fund the SNAP too?
I believe so.
They have to do a state of emergency.
Yeah, of course. And which they probably will. They probably will.
It will be my honor to provide the funding just like I did with the military and law enforcement pay. The Democrats should quit the charade where they hurt people for their own political reasons and immediately reopen the government. If you use SNAP benefits, call the Senate Democrats and tell them to reopen the government now. Here is crying Chuck Schumer's office number. And then he puts the office number out there. So
he did that.
This is conflicting for the Democrats because here is Trump saying it will be his honor to fund SNAP. But yet you guys are trying to trap him into doing something that may not even be legal.
We are saying the Republicans can fund it now, and they're using these people as hostages. Plain and simple. Next. That's the answer.
Look at that. Look at that.
The answer is they can fund it right now. Okay.
The Democrats wanted their way or the highway. But yet they know that they have no plan afterwards. So yes, you fund it. And what? People then go starving again, so you could blame Republicans and you could blame Trump. These people are insane, man. They could have just opened up the government a long time ago. They still won't do it. But there's something deeper happening here, right? As you can see, Chuck Schumer constantly melts down about this live on air. Then they're speaking about the Epstein files as they're now the #1 Epstein fighters. But then Elon actually made a good point. Elon broke it down.
God dang it. Freaking commercials. Freaking commercials.
He actually broke it down so good that Joe Rogan's mind was pretty much blown, right? Because when they're talking about what the theory is behind the shutdown, why are the Democrats behaving the way that they're behaving? What are they trying to gain from this?
They want that fucking money. They want that fucking money that got taken out of their hands when USAID got dissolved. They want that fucking money when all these NGOs got discovered by Doge. They want that fucking money back. They want that money. That's why the hell they are doing all of this shit, folks. Wake the hell up.
Spoken about it before, but Elon goes on Joe Rogan's platform and this is probably why Gavin Newsom always melts down over Joe Rogan. But he makes a great point as to what it is that they're gonna gain by winning the narrative and trying to win this somewhat war in Congress to get what they want. Right? Take a listen.
The reason you have the standoff is because if the hundreds of billions of dollars to create a financial incentive to have this giant magnet to attract illegals from every part of Earth to these states, if that is turned off, the illegals will leave because they're no longer being paid to come to the United States and stay here.
Wow.
And then they will lose a lot of voters. The Democratic Party will lose a lot of voters.
And they would have a very difficult job if this is kicked out of reintroducing it into a new bill.
Yes.
Especially once things start normalizing.
Yes. So, in a nutshell, the Democratic Party wants to
It's not just votes. He's saying it's just votes. It's not just votes. Yes, voting is got a big part to do with this, folks. That's their base now. They want their base to remain in power and get more power and get back the House and get back the Senate. They need votes. But it's not just the votes. It's all that money they was fucking laundering.
Well,
through all that shit.
What's about to happen is
Jasmine Crockett got a net worth of $9 million and is only a 2-year fucking congresswoman.
So you're going to see whenever they do, like those listings of how much money did they make, this year, or how much money they lost. I bet you a lot of people networks about to go down.
Hell yeah. And if you see that shit happening, you're like, hold up. How is it your net worth went down so much?
Yeah.
They only earned 6 figures for their job. Yet Jasmine Crockett got a $9 million net worth. She was a defense attorney, then went to be a Texas legislator. You don't get all that quick. Come on now. $9 million is a lot of fucking money. Maybe not to like these millionaires and billionaires. No, it ain't a lot of money. But to have 6-figure damn income and you get 9, how can you make your 6-figure income $9 million without doing something underhanded, man? How can you? Matter of fact, we might go into that after this, before we go into crypto news, talking about Jasmine Crockett, and she possibly might be under investigation soon too.
Destroy democracy by importing voters, and the Republican Party disagrees with that.
And the ruse is that if you don't accept what they're doing, then you're a threat to democracy.
Yes.
Wow. And he's spoken about this before, but you can see it kind of more coming into fruition now, why they're so pro-immigration. Democrat Party was never this way, right? Even when Obama ran, he used to run with this.
Hell, when Clinton ran, let's go back farther. Clinton is on the internet saying out of his mouth that you cannot just let all these illegal immigrants in. He is on the internet saying this shit.
Idea of you will be deported if you are not here legally, and if you don't go about it, if you cross the border illegally, you will be sent back.
Clinton came out with an act that did away with due process for illegal immigrants, and these dumb motherfuckers is out here arguing that there's no due process going on with these illegal immigrants. That shows you exactly how stupid these liberals are. I'm talking about citizens. I'm not talking about the congressmen and the senators. I'm not talking about that. You have citizens out here that have been on the internet and have said they're not getting their due process. First of all, they're illegal. They came over here. Trespassing is illegal. Basically, all they trespassing in America is what they're doing. You got Democrats, all Jasmine Crockett done said, she said, it's not a crime to come into the state illegally. What the fuck?
Here's where you're right and here's where you're wrong at the same time. In their mind, what they think the illegals are doing is honestly they are being told that everything that they did was legal.
The illegals
So
are being told that.
no, see what the Democrats are being told everything that they did was legal.
Okay.
And technically it was. The problem is that the Supreme Court said what Joe Biden was doing, it was illegal. That's the reason why they had to keep, what is it, Title 24 or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless of the fact is that when you come into this country and you don't do it through the proper process, it's called illegal immigration. You came in here illegally. And
what you're gonna have
you
to
don't
do
get don't get due process because due process was done away with by President Clinton himself.
And so the due process, what they're thinking is they want to give them the same rights as the American citizen. Actually, they want to give them more rights than an American citizen because of the fact that, nigga, if you break the law, they're going to separate you from your child. Democrats think that is wrong. But over 150,000 victims of sex slavery happened under the Joe Biden administration.
Crazy. Crazy. Straight crazy, man.
But we're the fucked up ones, though.
And the FBI has been making a lot of sex trafficking arrests. They've found a lot of the motherfuckers, which was not going on during Biden's administration. They weren't making those arrests like that. The damn FBI was caught up doing shit, spying on American citizens more than they was doing their fucking job. You can look it up yourself, folks. For anybody listening, go on the FBI website. Look at the arrests during the Biden's administration and during the administration in the last 9 months. Now, look at it.
Biden administration literally made American parents who was worried about trans kids, trans boys using the bathroom. I'm sorry, trans kids using the bathroom with the opposite sex or same sex. Sorry, with the opposite sex, they was having a problem with that, and they made those parents look like domestic terrorists.
And they also been arresting parents for damn their kids issues with guns and shit too.
I thought it was a shame when you found out that they literally a little girl got sexually assaulted. They literally held it from the parents because they didn't want it to fuck up their agenda. I was like, absolutely fucking wow. I thought it was fucked up.
Craziness. Hey, Abigail, I just happened to be typing this up. Abigail Spanberger on her abortion policies. Publicly fund abortions. Let me see. What else? Civil rights. It's something else that she did. Possibility to abolish federal death penalty. She wants to abolish the federal death penalty. And she wants stricter rules for law enforcement accountability. This is her only stances on crime. Reduce mass incarcerations in the school to prison pipeline. Sponsor bill to abolish federal death penalty in 2020 and stricter rules for law enforcement accountability. I will say remove marijuana from federal controlled substances. I don't mind that. Ain't that something? She's a trip. That's who they want. Let's continue on.
Democrats are pretty much against that now. In fact, sanctuary cities grew and birthed out of that, right? Out of this analogy that, hey, we can actually pretty much just keep importing new people and new voters. Our party's foundation today, it's pretty much this.
And overwhelming the system.
Yes. And by the way, it's a strategy that, if allowed to work, would work. And in fact, has worked. California is supermajority Democrat.
Yeah.
And there's so much gerrymandering that occurs. It's crazy.
That.
So basically, folks, if you didn't know, California has the largest amount of, I say second to them has to be Texas, but California has the largest amount of immigrants, illegal
California
immigrants,
or New York.
illegal immigrants, which is why there's such a super majority in California when it comes to Democrats, because they're helping the immigrants out, the legal immigrants out.
Will never be right because of all of this, because of the gerrymandering, because of, again, the illegal immigration scam.
Now, if you look at the map, county to county, when it comes to voting, a large amount of California was red, but because of the gerrymandering, California would never be red as a whole state.
Scam that they've been running for years now. That's why you see people, again, like Chuck Schumer melt down the way they're melting down. They know what's at stake here. They know what they must keep up and they must keep doing and they must keep going in order to finally, get the bill exactly where they want it. Here's what he says to Joe Rogan.
Hold on. Time out.
But it just
he's wrong about that. The reason why Chuck Schumer is going out, is doing what he's doing, is basically if Chuck Schumer does not get exactly what he wants, he's going to look weak. He's going to look weak against the with the progressive side of his party, and the progressives are going to vote his ass out.
Yeah.
The problem is the Republicans don't have no problem with it because progressives will never win a nationwide election.
Hell no.
They will never win a national election. So I have no problem with it.
That's why they're so high on Jasmine Crockett getting as much damn screen time as she can get. And that's why AOC becoming a Democratic candidate for president, the presidential Democratic candidate. That's why they cool with that too. If she does become it, they gonna eat her ass up in debates. They gonna eat her ass up. Let it be Vance and Rubio, and let it be goddamn AOC and who they said she might choose as her running mate. I can't remember. It could be Keith Booty. It could be Buttigieg. I call him Booty Judge. I'm gonna call him Booty Judge.
I call him Booty Warrior. Be judging that ass.
Let him be the vice. Anybody that's gonna go up against Mark Rubio gonna get their ass handed to him. Anybody that go up against JD Vance is gonna get their ass handed to him. Plain and simple. It don't matter who you put up there. It really don't. You put Jasmine Crockett, she's gonna fucking show her anger. I don't want nobody in the Oval Office having an anger issue. Because if you didn't notice during the presidential race, Kamala Harris showed her fucking 0 to 100 capabilities several fucking times. When that person interrupted her and said Jesus is the way, and she said you at the wrong rally, she showed her anger there. She showed her anger once where she started to frown up in the face and started shouting at somebody in the crowd. And I'm like, y'all want this motherfucker to have her finger on the damn nuclear codes? Seriously? Because if you really look at Trump keeps his anger pretty much in check. He'll let something drop every now and then. He let an F-bomb drop the other day when he was talking about somebody asked him about Venezuela. And he said Venezuela don't want to fuck around and find out. He said that shit. He said Venezuela don't want to fuck with America. He said that shit. Other than that, he don't really be losing his cool.
Doesn't seem like that would be anything that any rational society would go along with. That's what makes me so confused. It's like you're importing massive numbers of people that come from some really dark places of the world.
Well, there's no vetting is the issue. It's like, it's like if
It is a national security issue, folks, because you got to understand something. Look at the number. I guarantee you, if you do a Google search about the number of mosques that have come up and been made in America since Obama's time to now, look at that shit. Now, we are a country that you can practice religious freedom, and there's nothing wrong with them building a mosque. However, what is wrong is when they want to implement Sharia law, which will happen if they get in Congress positions, Senate positions, mayoral positions. They got a guy now that's Somali and that's Muslim that's running for mayor of Minneapolis. He's already a congressman in the state of Minnesota.
So what happened was, because of unfederalized immigration, they literally outbreeded the people in that surrounding area.
They are outbreeding them. Also, because his wife has an LLC, and he's supposed to be brought up on charges. They had a couple of people they've already arrested that have been defrauding taxpayer money and using it to funnel into programs to get houses for Somali residents of Minneapolis in Minnesota. And these jokers are breeding. They're having 4 and 5 kids a fucking family. So what does that mean? You get congressional seats depending on population. And if you get congressional seats depending on population, guess who's going to vote in the Somali or the Muslim candidate? The Somali population that is out birthing the regular population. And people don't see this shit happen. It's happening quick as fuck too.
If there's no vetting, like people are just coming through, like, well, what's to stop someone who just committed murder in some other country from coming to the United States or coming?
Fuck murder. What about the Muslim fucking terrorist cells? What about that? That's more concern for me.
Going to Britain and just continuing their career of rape and murder. Like, unless you've done, if this is some due diligence to say, like, well, who is this person? What's their track record? If you haven't confirmed that they have a track record of being, honest and not being a homicidal maniac, then any homicidal maniac can just come across the border. And that's not to say everyone who comes across the border is a homicidal maniac, but if you don't have a vetting process to confirm that you're not letting in people who will do some serious violence, you will get people who do serious violence sometimes coming through.
Well, especially if you don't punish them and if you don't deport them. And if you are just like, well, but what is the purpose of allowing all those people into the country? It can't be, I wouldn't imagine that anyone in their society supports this.
Well, let me explain. So because you mentioned, for example, how much, say, Hillary and Obama have changed their tune from prior speeches where they were hard-nosed about not letting in anyone who's a criminal into the country, having secure borders, all that stuff. So why did they change their tune? The reason is that they discovered that those people vote for them. That's why they want the open borders.
Yep.
Just that simple.
Yep. We'll stop that right there because I want to, before we go into crypto news, I want to show y'all this shit about Jasmine Crockett and her father being brought up on charges. Hopefully I can find it. Here we go. This ain't but 18 minutes. We're not gonna look at the whole thing, but this right here is 18 minutes. We can skip through little parts of it. But this is what I'm telling you. This right here, and this was put out 2 days ago. And I'm telling you right now, if they want, if DOJ want to go after, they can.
Most of them in her closet, but some of them have been coming out. And you think, well, if she's got a lot of skeletons in her closet, what does that mean? What does the left, media think about this? What do they think of her and what she should be doing right now? We have the answer to that one. Jasmine Crockett should absolutely run for the U.S. Senate. And I 100% agree. I've said this over and over again. Jasmine going for it in 2026 here in Texas. We need her. I've got to do shows on this about this stuff. You know, politics can be boring.
You can see he lying in his face.
I need people like Jasmine Crockett.
No, he's being sarcastic, bro. Is what he's doing.
Oh, because I'm like, when he looked to the side and shit, I was like, man, he full of shit. But okay,
Either he lying or being sarcastic. But the fact that it says
he's being sarcastic because, like I said earlier, progressives, when it comes to polling nationwide, progressives do terrible.
They do terrible.
Like the reason why Kamala Harris, she would have done worse if Kamala Harris would have stood on everything exactly she would have stood on. Like if she would actually have told them the truth, Kamala Harris would have been the worst blowout in American history.
She fucked up when she said that she wouldn't change shit about what they did in office when she was vice president. She did say that shit.
Well, it's because she didn't want people to talk to. It was basically Kamala Harris did not want to talk about her record, nor be criticized about her record. But the only thing she had was her record.
Yep. Hits all the word salad. All that word salad shit.
In my life to say really stupid things to make
Bruh,
this job.
how Kamala Harris be doing the whole Kamala word salad? That shit is a skill.
Yeah,
I have never seen somebody use so many words to say nothing at all. It's a goddamn skill, bro.
Dude, after this, I'm gonna play a short, funny clip. You know they got an AI video of little babies. They got an AI video out, dog, with Kamala Harris baby saying all of her gaffes. That shit's funny.
That's what I need. And that's why I love her so. So please, Jasmine, run for Senate in 2026. And people will say, well, why her? Why would we need Jasmine Crockett in this race? It makes no sense at all. And I would say, do you know her resume? Have you done the research? Have you looked at the important things she's bringing to the table? Like when, she reminded all of us that, while we were all seeing Joe Biden fall apart mentally, she had a different view on it all.
Do you have concerns about the president's health and his mental acuity?
No.
None whatsoever.
I had none. Now, granted, I didn't see Joe Biden every single day, but I did have an opportunity to interact with the president. I never had a concern. If there's anyone that I am concerned about their mental acuity, it is the current occupant.
Ah, see, super sharp. See how sharp she is? First of all, she completely misses the biggest story in the world that unfolded in front of her eyes every day for multiple years. And then secondarily, she flips it around on guess who? Donald Trump. Because that's an innovative way to go. Nobody's thought of that one before.
Told you he was being
No one had ever
sarcastic.
thought to say bad things about Donald Trump, but Jasmine is here to do it for you. She also has some interesting thoughts and opinions about.
Now, mind you, folks, this is from her state. This is a guy in her state. He's not a national. This is not a national show. This is Blaze TV. This is from her state.
Criminality. What does that mean for you as an individual if you happen to commit a criminal act of sorts? Watch.
Understanding what ends up having people become criminally impacted really informs so much of what I do legislatively, right? So when people are like, oh.
Notice her looking up into the side. She's trying to figure out what the fuck to say.
Yep.
I am a body language reading. I'm almost mastered this body language shit. And she is about to lie out her fucking teeth. Right here and right now.
Oh, crime is terrible. And yes, it is, right? Like, because when somebody goes out and commits a crime, they don't typically, say, well, I'm a D or I'm an R, I'm an I. It's not like literally like it's about, well, how do you fix it? How do you make community safer? And I do think that I'm in a unique situation because I was having the conversations with people that were going out and committing crimes. And so I understood what was kind of pushing them there.
Right.
And so I do want people to know that just because someone has committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal. That is completely different.
What the
the fuck? Jinx, you owe me a coat. Dog,
Just
it
'cause
was
they commit
funny.
a crime does not make them a criminal.
Dog, like it's funny how you said the same thing because I literally was trying to keep that shit to myself. And then she said that dumb shit. Then you was like, what the fuck? I bet you Dragon probably had his shit on mute, was like, what the fuck?
You know what?
That
This is not surprising.
Nah,
You know why it's not? You know
nah,
why it's not
nah,
surprising? You know why this is not surprising? What kind of lawyer was she?
Crackhead lawyer.
No. Was she a prosecutor or a defense attorney?
She probably was a public defender, nigga.
Who makes their money off criminals?
Defendants.
Defense attorneys, right? Defense attorneys,
Yeah.
right? So of course she would say this shit. Of course she would say this shit. She's actually right now making a commercial for herself. Because if a criminal hears this shit and they say, what? Just because I commit a crime, I ain't no criminal? Oh, I got to get her in Texas. I got to get her as my defense attorney. Goddamn right, I would too if I was a criminal.
I gotta commit some crime.
You know what I'm saying? She makes money off of criminals. Why the fuck wouldn't she say that?
Being a criminal
Right.
is more so about your mindset. Committing
Mindset.
a crime can come for a lot of different reasons.
And he's saying that shit
I
like
love how-
she just said something brilliant.
He
You
probably was egging
fucking
her ass
cuck.
on. He probably was. He's either a cuck or he's egging her on. One of the two.
He's a fucking cuck. Fuck this
Mm-hmm.
dude.
Yeah.
How blown away that guy is by her point. You know,
He's saying the same thing you said.
committing a crime doesn't make you a criminal? It's like a caveman discovering fire. That was really impressive. And that's the sort of point that she makes. And this is why you're thinking, I don't know, this resume is pretty impressive. How about we know criminals or people who commit crime are not criminals. What are people who, I don't know, cross the border illegally? What are they doing for the country?
It is a true honor to serve with this champion for healthcare, to serve with this champion for all people, even those that are undocumented, but are truly making this country great.
Yeah.
Undocumented is a liberal term for illegal immigrant.
Yep.
So y'all know that shit.
Yeah. Illegal immigrants are making this country great. I hope you remember that. And remember, if they happen to, now I know we're saying they're illegal. They are undocumented, pardon me. But if you're undocumented, you cross into the country and you maybe commit a crime, doesn't make you a criminal. That is.
Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to tell you this from eyewitness account. I was talking to a chick that I recently blocked because she kept asking me for fucking money. And every time I told her no, she just waited a couple of months and then asked me again. This chick said that she wanted to come to America because her mom's here. But even her, being a citizen of another country, said that she would not come over here illegally. She understands that coming into our country without the proper route is in documentation is illegal. But these damn Democrats don't think that shit. How is that?
I think Fiona Apple wrote a song about this and it pretty much explained it. Jasmine Crockett also talked about picking cotton at a church. What could possibly go wrong?
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Yeah. Right. Whoa, yeah,
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now.
Farm, I think is what the word she used.
Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands.
First of all, ain't no immigrants farming. They may pick the crops, they harvest, but they ain't farming. They ain't out there tilling the ground. They ain't out there fixing the goddamn machines that till the ground. They not out there planting those seeds.
Yeah, they would have to own some land in order to do farming. And
Exactly.
And majority of that shit nowadays is
mechanical.
Outside of the shit that is like specialty fruit which
Yeah,
is like
because
what,
they have to pick out the fruit
watermelon,
that's not good. Yeah, they got to pick
like
out the
water,
fruit that's not good. Peaches and
like water,
shit.
like watermelon. Like even
Mhm.
peaches is automated now, but
Yes,
stuff that
automated,
it
but they have
costs
to
up.
pick through that shit to pick out the bad ones.
So they have machines for that now. So
They got
like
machines that pick
stuff,
out the bad ones too.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
They have
cool,
machines for
cool.
all that shit now. Most things is automated now outside of like
Mhm.
shit like watermelon. And the
Mhm.
reason why is because watermelon costs what, $5 per watermelon.
Mhm.
So if you out there picking watermelon as a Hispanic, you're making actually pretty good fucking money
Yep.
because you gotta lift consistently. What? How much watermelon weigh? Like 5 pounds plus
Five
consistently.
plus. I say 5
Yeah.
plus.
And so
But here's the
they
crazy thing. It's a lot of legal immigrants that these illegal immigrants are
are
taking their fucking job.
all right. Let me say this. So whenever last time I was at a watermelon farm in Florida, the worst fucking vehicle I seen a nigga was driving was a goddamn souped up, one of them old school souped up Hondas. But I could tell at least that dude put at least about $15,000 in that car. That was the ugliest car there.
Mm. That's all right.
It was because
See the
dude
sassy,
had to pay.
Right. You're getting paid.
sassy she is. That's why I love her.
You
Sassy.
not. You not.
You not.
We done picking cotton.
We done. Oh,
We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
let's turn the work that we used to give to
So,
slaves over to the new group of slaves, the illegal immigrants that we don't care about, apparently.
Time the fuck
Let me
out.
ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. Somebody went on my shit, right? And I put, hold up, I thought we were waiting for a CR to clear the Senate because the CR already went through Congress. Am I wrong? Somebody comes and said Congress is made up of the House and the Senate. The House passed the CR, but the Senate Democrats won't pass the CR. It's being held up in the Senate. That's what the fuck I said.
Yes.
And then somebody come on and say talking about some nope. Am I
Congress
wrong?
is made up. Congress is made up of the House and Senate.
Right. But the House passed the CR.
Yeah. Then they're waiting on the Senate now. The Senate hasn't passed the CR because they're not. I think it's 6 votes that needs to be done. Because the reason why the Republicans was like, well, we can just end the filibuster and so you won't need a majority. You just need, my bad, you just need a majority.
Right. So basically, yeah, the House already passed the CR, and now we're waiting for the Senate to do it. So yeah, you're right about
You're
that.
correct. Those people are dum-dums.
But anyway, that's back to this thing, man. Because
we're the ones that are.
Had somebody that actually has a brain. I had somebody that actually had a brain that responded to the post that I put the post back up that Donald Trump put in about the wanting his lawyers to check and see how he could fund SNAP. And so somebody put on there they was agreeing with me, but they said what facts would prove the wrong. And basically she was saying because somebody said confirmation bias, and I said charters from CIS.org, that's statistical facts, not bias. And she came up under me and said to Marcus, she said, what facts would prove the wrong? And then I put, don't ask me, that's why I made the post. It's crazy. Let me delete that. I'm gonna put here, hold on. You would be surprised how liberals can spin things. It may not make sense, but they spin like DJ Khaled.
DJ Salad.
Anyway, back to the video.
Haters, we should note. Conservatives, the ones that say, hey, like maybe we should have laws on the border and maybe people shouldn't just be able to come in here whenever they want to do God knows what and be abused by people who are paying them far too little for the work that they're doing. That's our opinion. Their opinion is they are done picking cotton, so we're just going to sign that work off to the illegals. That should be fine. That's the humanitarian viewpoint in this particular debate. One thing I will say is 100% certain. Jasmine Crockett should absolutely run for Senate in Texas. Now, there might be a couple of things, a couple of issues with a potentially...
I'm going to try to see if I can fast forward to where he's talking about her financial shit.
The successful campaign in the Senate for Jasmine's portfolio and failed attempts to become a marijuana magnate.
Oh, here it is. Here it
A
is.
scandal here, a scandal there. No big deal.
Just so y'all know, she's a 20% stakeholder in Aurora Cannabis and another cannabis company. I cannot remember the name of it. I want to say it's Corporate Cannabis. Don't quote me on that, but I know for a fact. What?
Hold on. You saying she is a
20% stakeholder in Aurora Cannabis?
Oh my God!
Yes, you're about to hear it.
Never mind.
You're about to hear it. Listen.
Andrew Kerr has a piece at the Washington Free Beacon inside Jasmine Crockett's secret stock portfolio and failed attempts to become a marijuana magnate.
Fucking commercials. Fucking commercials.
25 undisclosed stocks in Crockett's portfolio included her ownership of shares of Amazon and Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca and General Motors and Uber and DuPont and ExxonMobil. It's an interesting one from a climate activist. American Airlines.
Exactly. Climate activists got ExxonMobil stock. AstraZeneca stock during COVID.
It's another interesting one from a climate activist. AT&T, Aurora Cannabis, Ford, and Corporate Cannabis.
That's it.
And then
Corporate
also
Cannabis.
Stocks Worldwide, which somehow out of all of those seems to be the shadiest one. What do you guys do? Stocks? Where do you do it? Worldwide? Does that sound like a plausible investment? Stocks Worldwide. Okay. Crockett also reported her last Texas financial disclosure owing debts of at least $110,000, none of which she divulged in her first congressional financial disclosure.
So she's already committed fraud, folks. When you are a congressman, congresswoman, whatever, you have to disclose your investments. Why? Because let's look that up. Let's just look that up. Let's look that up. Why do congressional members have to disclose their stock portfolio? Congressional disclosure rules explained. Key takeaways. Congressional members have exactly 45 days from trade execution to file a PTR disclosure form. The Stocks Act of 2012 requires disclosure of trades over $1,000 by members and spouses. Trade amounts are reported in ranges, not exact dollar figures. Enforcement is limited. $200 maximum penalty for late filing. Common misconception, real-time disclosure is not required and doesn't exist. So just to let y'all know, she is required by law to disclose any investments over $1,000 and any spouses, which she does not have, being 43 years old.
Covering the same calendar year.
Yeah, wants to marry
Strange.
Nobody.
It's supposed to be able to keep those. Like when you're disclosing your finances to a couple different places, you want to make sure they're consistent, right? If you don't, someone like, I don't know, Letitia James might come into your life and say, hey, hey, you said your property at Mar-a-Lago costs more on this form than on this form. You're going to prison for the rest of your life. That didn't work out for Letitia, but don't be surprised if people try. It's also unclear if Crockett still owes the debts she reported in her last Texas financial disclosure. She made lots of money since then, so I kind of doubt it. But she reported in that document owing at least $46,580 to both the Texas Federal Credit Union and Wells Fargo at the end of 2021. Crockett also reported to Texas owing between $18,630 and $46,580 to an individual named Ben Babcock. Good old Ben Babcock. She, that sounds dirty, but it's not. It's just his name, Ben Babcock. She disclosed none of those debts in her congressional financial disclosure covering the 2021 financial year. Let me ask you this. How many individuals do you owe between $18,000 and $46,000 to? You're a lot.
Hold on, check this out. So remember that post I said I put up about the CIS.org chart? Some dumbass gonna come in here and say that do research on CIS.org. It's not a reliable source. The most reliable stats on SNAP are going to come from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They're not gonna. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is not gonna track illegal immigrants. You go to the Center of Immigration Studies. You don't go to USDA. He gonna talk about. So I said, okay, cool, bro. That is the Center for Immigration Services. Show your proof of invalidity. Show your proof. If you're gonna sit there and say that they're not a reliable source, show your proof why they're not reliable. Please.
I mean, you might owe that to a mortgage or maybe a car payment, some real estate investment. I don't know. There's probably lots of things you can owe that sort of money to an individual. Okay, well, we kind of have an explanation as to what this was, although it's still pretty strange to me. Crockett's debt to Ben Babcock may have stemmed from a home she appears to have rented while serving in the Texas state legislature. Crockett's Texas financial disclosures show her debt to Ben Babcock steadily increasing from 2019 through 2021.
So I just did a quick little search on Google, right, about the validity of CIS, okay? And it says here that the Center for Immigration Studies is a think tank that has been involved in anti-immigration activism, has been associated with the Trump administration. While CIS provides research and analysis on the impacts of immigration, the reports have been widely criticized and debunked by various immigration policy experts and organizations. The organization's research often focuses on negative stereotypes and claims about immigrants, which have been challenged by other immigration policy experts. Therefore, while CIS may provide some useful data and analysis, which is what I use, data and analysis, its credibility as a reliable source on immigration issues is questionable due to its controversial stance and the criticism it has received. But that's from Wikipedia. That's from Wikipedia. So, okay. Whatever. I don't hear that shit.
This is just a thought, and I don't know if you've had similar experiences, but this is how it's been consistently through my life. When I've rented apartments and homes from various landlords, what they've expected is me to pay the rent monthly. Apparently not the case with Ben Babcock, who is like totally fine with just this thousands of dollars in debt just building up. You don't need to pay, Jasmine. I am Ben Babcock, and you have got some really cheap or deferred rent. How many times have you gone to an apartment complex and you just go to the leasing office and they're like, we don't expect you to pay for years. Don't worry about it. Well, if that's never happened to you, you've never rented from Ben Babcock, which does not, I mean, he's a very reputable guy, I'm sure. So, and his name is not anything dirty. It just kind of seems like it. Anyway, during her time with the Texas state lawmaker, Crockett introduced several.
I already know you about to log off.
Yeah, man, I'm getting sleepy.
Do what you do. Do what you do. Hey, before you go, please, dude, you have got to see this shit. Let me show you this shit on Kamala Harris, dog. This baby shit. This shit is funny as fuck.
I'm actually getting tired too. Can we do crypto news the next time?
That's fine. I'm gonna show this and then we're gonna log off. I'm gonna show this, then we're gonna log off right here, man. I gotta show this shit on Kamala Harris. And we'll come back with another. I am off tomorrow. We can do this shit tomorrow too.
Bad.
Let me show you this real quick. This shit's funny as fuck. So this right here, folks, is all the gaffes that Kamala Harris had.
Understanding the children of the community are the children of the community.
In one term, he has already, yes, you may clap.
You need to get to go and need to be able to get where you need to go to do the work and get home.
We
What?
did it. We did it, Joe.
I know, right? She sound drunk in this one. Listen, she sound drunk as fucking this one. Listen to this. Listen to this part.
You need to go to do the work and
The
get
next
home.
one. The next part.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context.
Who doesn't love a yellow school bus, right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right? Just, there's something about and most of us, many of us went to school on the yellow school bus, right?
I do believe that we should have rightly believed, but we certainly believe that certain issues are just settled. It is the Caribbean nations,
This
island
shit
nations.
hilarious as fuck.
In the Western Hemisphere, that is where the Caribbean is. We are also in the Western Hemisphere. They are our neighbors.
And talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs.
I think it's very
It's a significance to the passing of time, bitch.
important, as you have heard from so many incredible leaders, for us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment in time in which we
I told you, bro.
This bitch
I
said the
told you.
same thing 3 times, 3 different ways, dog. That is a fucking skill, bro. You right.
That is a fucking yeah, nigga. That is a
Skill, dude. Oh my god, dog.
exist and
It's
our
almost over, man. Another
So you're
3
now
minutes.
no longer are you necessarily keeping those
nigga. 3
private
minutes.
files
Oh hell
in
no,
some file
nigga.
cabinet that's locked
Yeah,
in
me
the
fucked
basement
up.
of the house. It's on
Sean.
your laptop, and it's
Go
and
when you want,
therefore
man. I'm just gonna
up
play it.
here in this
Pause it
cloud
real quick. Pause it
that
real quick. If I could barely listen to this bitch for 2 minutes, nigga, what makes you think 3 more minutes gonna help us?
Well, shit. From the time you said
Will
it,
you make
it's
us-
gone down to 2 minutes and some change now.
Man,
Actually, it's a minute and you got another minute and 3 seconds left.
Sean,
Go then,
you
bro.
was
Go. Bye.
Sean, you was abused in your last relationship.
I wasn't abused, man. This shit
That
just
nigga
funny.
was goddamn abused. If you could sit through all that shit, I'm like, Sean,
This shit funny, dog.
Yeah.
This shit is freaking funny, dude. That's why
Did
I'm
she
sitting
put-
through it. This shit is freaking funny.
exist above us.
did she put
Right.
her hands on you, bro?
No.
We invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population. More of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
As a United
Hey,
States
Sean,
Senator, I was proud
you told Hoppo to beat me, nigga.
Boy, hush
to
up.
co-sponsor, and then as vice president, it was my honor with the president, the United States
It's kind of
shares a
fucked up. They
very
use a black baby.
I know, right?
important relationship, which is an
Look, this baby here white. That baby ain't black.
alliance with the Republic of North Korea.
That baby ain't black either. That baby ain't black either.
That ain't even a Pakistan baby, nigga.
Nope,
Ain't
ain't even
goddamn-
Pakistan.
Future where
we can see what is possible, unburdened by what has been. We have dreams.
What
We can
the fuck
see what
does
is
that
possible,
even?
I know, right? This
unburdened
is.
by what has been.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know?
Who saw what could be,
What the fuck
unburdened
does that
by what
even
had
mean?
been.
Unburdened by what has been burdened, but what has been.
I don't know, dude.
I love Venn diagrams.
Listen to this shit.
Sean, if I did
really
a crime,
do.
bruh.
I love Venn diagrams. It's just something about those three circles.
I like to think about a lot of things in the context of a Venn diagram. I love Venn diagrams.
Always ask, is there a Venn diagram for this? I'm telling you, it's fascinating when you do. So Venn diagram, those three circles, right?
So
that chick is a drunkard, dog. She is a drunkard, dog.
Sean,
what?
All right. Would you rather be stuck on a desert island, but you have to listen to Kamala Harris talk on repeat for a year, or be
Why would
stuck
you
on
say
the tropical? What?
Having her repeat for a year?
Yeah, listen to all her
That's an
shit.
easy fucking damn decision.
Or be trapped on the island with a bunch of gay niggas. Ain't no gay shit gonna happen though. But you trapped on the island with a bunch of gay niggas for a year. Which one would you rather do, nigga? Because I ain't gonna lie, the gay niggas winning for 200, nigga. I'm like, fuck it, bring the gay
Hey,
niggas
one thing
on
I
the
can
line.
say is this: you said ain't no gay shit gonna go on, but if you trapped on a desert island, sooner or later, them motherfuckers gonna want that booty.
No, ain't no gay. It's a year
Sooner or later-
promise. Ain't no gay shit. Ain't no gay shit gonna happen for
A year promise. Shit.
For a year promise.
I don't trust that shit. I don't want neither one. How about that? How can I choose neither one, bitch?
You
How
say
about
you
that?
choose death. You choose
I
death.
choose death. I choose death, bruh. Hell no. This shit
My
almost
team to do a
over.
Venn diagram of where these attacks are happening. So voting rights, women's reproductive rights, LGBTQ rights. And of course, there was a huge intersection. Sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't. And then you need to kick that door down.
What?
We did it, Joe.
That's it. That's it. That's it, folks. All right, folks. We about to go, man. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll take this shit back up tomorrow. We will do crypto news tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll look at some other shit. We're probably gonna talk about Mondami. Actually, his fucking race is actually going down. We'll talk about Mondami a little bit too. But anyway, y'all have a nice night. Peace out from 3 Man Podcast.
Love, peace, and Afro Grease.
Holla at y'all.